Hey everybody, welcome to group break number 572. Today we have a 4-box break, a half case essentially of 2020-21 SB Authentic. Good luck everybody. Let's pull a Kaprizov, let's pull a Robertson, let's pull all the good guys today, right? So here are your teams. Again, this was a $1 start random team. There you go. Here we go. And again, all the Winnipeg Jets cards, all the old stuff goes to the new Winnipeg Jets. So let's hope we get something sick though. I just want to see one real good Future Watch autograph and a nice Future Watch patch. That's what I want to see. Give me a nice patch and a nice auto. This is 9/7. Not that it'll do anything, I guess, because the product's out of its support date. So, but yeah. And a reminder, this is the old SB Authentic format where it is. Oh, we got our autograph right out of the rip here. I think. Sign of the time for the Blues. Colton Parayko. Parayko for the Blues. I used to actually set up at the Bonzer shows myself before working at Zephyr. But then COVID hit and kind of stopped going to those, partly because my wife was also a teacher at the time, so it was one of those just like, hey, given that she's like technically at a higher exposure risk. Oh, this pack feels really thin. Yeah, this is the old format of SP Authentic, man. There you go, thick, thin, thick, thin. All right, let's see if we have another autograph here. For the Kings, Kaliev on the retro Future Watch autograph. But we will have a very limited presence at the card show in like essentially just like a trading space for people. We won't physically be there, but nice Kaliev for the Kings. For the big one upcoming, I might still see if I can try and go, but yeah. I like to try and go. They're fun. Harley on the Spectrum FX for the Stars. I want to go more often, but it's just been, time has been an issue. So, Kachuk for the Flames on the other Spectrum FX. All right, next pack here. Yossi on the retro, and a Gabe Vilardi non-autographed Future Watch for the LA Kings. I forgot he was in non-auto. But hey, take it. Take it. Sometimes the thing that's nice about this product, man, is the non-auto Future Watches can do well. Shen for the Blues. Yeah, I want to try and go to them a little bit more often. Obviously, like, want to build out some single stuff for a store too. Kopitar on the True Leaders for the Kings. Man, Kings have crushed this first box. And then eventually at some point build up my own singles a little bit more. Duren for the Habs. Yeah, Lindros is a huge autograph signing. And then Burrows is, I think, at the Western Canada one, which is pretty sick. Laugh on the Celebrated Moments. I laughed last break we did a week ago. We got the OV 700 career goals and the OV 800 career goals. Eichel on the True Leaders for the Sabres. Yeah. I think there's just too much pressure on him. And just didn't live up to it. Wilson for the Capitals. But the problem with the Van City show for me is just like getting there. Perron for the Blues. It's just a long drive. Just a bit of a hike. I'd probably take transit in because parking. Pavelski for the Stars. American record for most postseason goals. Eric Stahl for the Sabres. Man, that was a weird time when Eric Stahl played for the Sabres. Yeah. Stamkos for the Bolts. Yeah, and like I said, I think it's the September 26th, right? Is when that weekend for that one. To Foley for the Kings. Cause I definitely can't go this year. Mark Stone. That's so weird how many times we've had the base card and then the retro for Vegas. September 19th to 21. Okay. Yeah, I will probably not be able to go because that's going to be essentially have the go bag ready. Nuge for the Oilers timing, which will be fun. All right. One of my friends, one of my wife's friend is running a baby pool. One of my friends just like, wait, when's the due date? September 24th. Okay, draft cutoff is September 15th. I'm banking on that one. Hey Tristan. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very excited, dude. There's a lot of work to do around here, but excited. So it'd be a lot more exciting and like less stressful if I also didn't have to worry about a car right now. But we'll figure that part out. So we'll figure that part out. Again, I'm lucky enough to be in a position where like having that is like we can get by. So Klingberg for the Stars. So I'd rather it happen to me than someone else, but my car's definitely turned into a lemon over its last like 30K. Hey, breaks from social media aren't the worst things. Klingberg for the Stars. Yeah, and doing research for cars, it's like, oh, why am I getting Hart for the Flyers? Why am I getting a Toyota as my next vehicle? Essentially, convince me on any other car, and it's hard to be convinced otherwise. Robertson on the top performers. Huh. I feel like those were tougher to pull. Let me. Okay, they're 1 in 30, yeah. So 1 in every 2. This pack is really thin. I forgot they had some weird years. So we probably have a patch in the next pack because that's just like a straight up thing. Nope, we just have extra cards in this one. I forgot this was a thing that year. So we have a double insert pack, I believe. We have a Pavelski on the celebrated moments. Then we have the decoy, and then we have the rest of that pack with a Matthews retro. I've seen that be a double auto pack in the past, so. I have my parents' old Venza right now, and it's 340K on it, so it still works. Crosby on the True Leaders. You get something. You get something. So if you're in Canada, we'll probably swing you a pack. If you're in the States, I'll try and swing you a card. Actually, I think that we have some old packs. Stall on the retro. Oh, yeah. You never go home empty-handed. So you'll get something. Celebrated moments of Joe Thornton. For the Sharks. Yeah, that's the Sharks. I have to check. It's like, I'm pretty sure he went Leafs shortly after that, but. True Leaders of Nick Foligno for Columbus. Yeah, Arizona's not, unfortunately, not the best in this. Mark Stone did in the same UD or Retro SP Authentic run, which is always fun. Red of Crosby for the Penguins. Hey, if you're gonna hit a red. Let's go. We hit a patch. Let's go. We hit a patch. Let's go 2 off the back. All right, 1 more. And then Barabanoff for the Leafs. Is that 86 of 100? Yeah, 86 of 100. Okay, so Barabanov actually there was a time where, and like you go look at his stats page, it's actually just like, oh, there's some real hype to him. But sadly never panned out. I'm shocked he didn't get another opportunity elsewhere, but hey, it's a Future Watch patch auto for a Leafs player. Like it's not the worst thing that you can get. Pius Suter for Chicago on the Future Watch autograph. He's aged pretty well from this crop, especially after last season. I'm a big Pius Suter fan, so we'll give my boy a stand. Is that some Canucks bias in me? Absolutely. Am I mad they didn't re-sign him? Absolutely. Spectrum of Brome for the Red Wings. A little bit of edge chipping on that guy. Should be our other Spectrum. Sagan for the Stars. How sick would it be to get one of the acetates of like Kaprizov or something in this? I just want to see a big Future Watch auto. Kale Makar, dude. Where's Makar? There he is. And Pacioretty for Vegas. Just gonna make sure I didn't miss a numbered card in there. I think we're good, but just because it was normally you tend to get the one numbered card per box, but I think we got the top performers and that replaces it sometimes. Yeah, this is into last box's base. All right. Halfway point. Like whenever I open up SP Authentic, it's always like one of those, just want to hit a good Future Watch autograph, just want to pull some sick cards, have some fun. Hopefully, you know, hit a monster. Because again, there's nothing better than like hitting the sickest cards. That's my favorite part of this. I think that's everyone else's favorite part, is hitting sick cards. So base autograph, Tyson Barrie. Man, it really didn't. I forgot that they had the weird pen issues this year. Tyson Barrie for the Oilers. Oilers not shut out. Confirmed. Oh, I don't know if you just heard my elbow there. It's kind of funny because as much as you can like rag on Tyson Barrie as a player, you can also be like, you know, he carved out a really solid NHL career. All right, Future Watch autograph time. Let's get a peek at the helmet. I think that's a good one for Chicago. Brandon Hagel, Future Watch autograph. Nice one for Chicago. The nice part about his stuff is that he wasn't even a... That was a Tyson Barrie auto, yeah. The nice part about Hagel's stuff in this year is that he wasn't even regarded as like a good player. So he won't be like a case-hit style of guy, even though he'll be one of the best players from this. So. Chicago getting two good Future Watch autographs. This will be our Spectrum effects. Romanov, level 3. So these ones are actually tougher to pull, but there is some corner issues on it. So the bounty's obviously been done for a while. So the rest of this should just end up being just inserts and stuff. Patrick Kane on the Spectrum. Carey Price. And for the Ducks to 100, John Gibson on the limited retro. I believe it's limited as a technical parallel set, but a little bit more flashy on the foil. Here, we'll do non-auto numbered and well, we hit a good but not an absolute banger Future Watch autograph, and we've hit a Future Watch patch auto. Again, not the best one to get, but hey, still counts. Rene for the Predators. But it's not like we've had anything big this case, so. Klingberg on the True Leaders. Yeah, I'm glad they got rid of the some packs decoys, some packs not decoyed. Getzlaff for the Ducks. Because it just made it when you were buying single packs, you'd always want a thick pack. Because the thick packs can have anything. They can even have a patch autograph, whereas the thin packs can't. Timmy Stützle on the Celebrated Moments. Makes NHL debut. This is also the year where you'd have like 4 or 5 auto boxes and then no auto boxes too. Heiskanen on the Top Performers. We have a cup mixer after this. It is on the side if you want to look at the boxes. Capitals on the John Carlson. So it does 22-23 the cup, 17-18 Series 1 retails, 24-25 extended, and 23-24 Parkhurst Champions. I want to say O'Reilly. Auto parts for the Blues. Is a checklist out for next SP Authentic? McDavid on the Celebrated Moments. But yeah, I'm curious to see that checklist and study it when it comes out. I'll probably dive into that. So, Marner for the Leafs. Anders Lee for the Islanders. Yeah, stature, I'm gonna be very curious to see how it is. Kaprizov on the Celebrated Moments. It's more expensive and there's less cards. So hopefully the quality and like consistency is still there. Jones for the Sharks. And Nico Hischier for the Devils. All right. But yeah. So I hope stature's still good and like they just shrunk the print run essentially of it would be what I'd hope happen. But we'll see. Because if it's like the exact same print run, I guess it just means more. I don't know. Final box though. Been a good break for Chicago. Toronto, you're happy. I mean, hey, if you hit an autograph, you're happy. Kings are pretty happy. Let's make one of the big teams happy though. Let's make a Dallas or a Minnesota or an Ottawa or a Ranger happy. Let's make one of them happy. Yeah, it's been not the best. But all it takes is one. Braden Point on the Celebrated Moments. All it takes is one. Heiskanen for the Stars. Bergeron for the Bruins. Austin Matthews for the Leafs. Anze Kopitar for the Kings. Kubalik for Chicago. All right. Big autograph time. Top performers of Marner for the Leafs. It's going to be weird seeing him in a Vegas jersey this year. Him and Eichel together is actually kind of a scary thought. Darlene for the Sabres. Bowen Byram for the Avs. Yeah, it's just we unfortunately don't get a ton of other stuff, and we used to, like when retail was really hot, we actually used to do retail breaks for basketball and stuff. Burns for the Sharks. We still could do those, I guess, but like I just don't feel like the value's there. So Malkin for the Penguins. Schmaltz for the Yotes. Hey, the Yotes aren't shut out. But you also probably would rather have been shut out type of thing. Alright. This is an autograph. Right? Yeah. I think so. Jason Spezza on the retro sign of the times. Now, is this a high value card? No. But that is an absolutely sick autograph. That is an absolutely sick. Richard, pickups are disabled because the store is going to be closed anyways, so unfortunately not possible. They should be disabled at least. Spezza on the sign of the times. Take the Future Watch patch off because that's kind of sick. Well, we hit something sick for Ottawa. This should be the auto. Let's save these two packs for the end. There's no pickup on. Pickup shouldn't be enabled as an option right now. Spectrum of Malkin for the Penguins. Just because we can't have pickups for the next couple weeks while we do inventory at the physical storefront. So there are personals though. Dubois for the Jets and Nick Robertson on the retro Future Watch to 500. All right. Couple packs to go here. Shesterkin for the Rangers on the red. So this pack's probably going to be our Spectrum FX Future Watch. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's buy with shipping right now. Jake Ottinger for the Stars on the level 2 on the Spectrum FX. That's not the best, but not the worst. But yeah, unfortunately, pickup's been turned off just because we can't have pickups for the next couple weeks and just don't want any confusion around that, right? All right, final autograph time. We're gonna do a head reveal. Drew O'Connor for the Penguins. Not the worst, but overall, like, I don't know. Some cool cards, wrong players, essentially. So let's do a bit of a recap here, then we'll move on to the next break. But here we go. Recap time. So numbered inserts. Robertson Retro Future Watch of 500. Velarde to 999, Gibson to 100. The Velarde is actually kind of nice. Our other autographs: Drew O'Connor Future Watch autograph, Tyson Berry, Kaliev Retro, and Parayko Sign of the Times. We hit one Future Watch patch autograph of Barabanov for the Leafs. We'll put Pius Suter in third. We'll go Brandon Hagel second, even though it's probably the highest valued card from this break. Really, really good player. I don't think he has the hobby love yet, but very good player. But man, come on. This is a sick card. You got to give it to the Spezza. The full autograph, very detailed, cool looking card. Definitely the hit of break. That is group break 572.